Hey guys, Ryan here, and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft Survival. So, I know it's been a week since I last uploaded this, and even so this episode's going to be late. But, this series is a little bit interesting. I definitely want to keep doing it. The reason I didn't upload on Friday was actually because I didn't know what to do. I wanted to finish up everything in this area, but I really just wasn't, I wasn't feeling it. So, this is episode 30, so we're going to go to the swamp and we're going to start on the Orcish area because hopefully that'll give me something new to do. And also with me joining the Universe SMP and that starting up now, I'm basically doing double the survival and it's a little bit difficult to balance the two. I mean, I am so far ahead on the Universe SMP than I am on this world anyway. I mean, actually we're about the same level, but an episode will be coming out tomorrow, and we defeated the Ender Dragon on the Universe SMP. So, technically, already ahead on the Universe SMP, and I've only made, well, not even made 2 episodes at the time I'm recording this. Well, I have, but I haven't edited them and uploaded them yet. So, yeah, ahead on that already, and it's crazy. Okay, it's crazy over there. Everyone is crazy over there. They've got so much stuff and so much armor. There's shops everywhere, and I'm really enjoying it over there. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to balance the two of them. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I figured before we head off to the swamp, we're going to take Leonardo because we have a lot of stuff we need to bring with us, and we don't have any shulker boxes yet. So kind of have to make do with using Leonardo, which actually gives him a use because I haven't really used him much. So, in the last episode, we were building this, I think. I think so. Well, I finished it up. I mean, like I said, it's been a while since I've recorded in this world, since I've been working on Universe SMP, but I went ahead, finished this all up, decorated the house and everything, got the villagers over here, built up this crop farm. Can't remember if this was already here. It might have been, but it might not have been. I honestly don't remember. But anyway, I named this villager Otis, and it could be after the character in Walking Dead, but it's not. Although it's the same name. But stick with me. You'll see, maybe, in a moment, if you understand the references. He's got a nice little shelf here with his composter and a little jack-o'-lantern just to bring in some light. And then if we come in here, I added in their beds and stuff like that. I had to have them separate because for whatever reason they weren't sleeping in them when they were next to each other. I don't know why, and it had nothing to do with this because this wasn't there when I did that. So, and then this character is called Maeve. So, some of you might get the reference, some of you might not, you probably won't, but that's what their names are. Otis and Maeve. So if you understand that reference, very good. Very, very good. But anyway, I also named the 3 llamas that we had in the chest room. Also put carpets on them because I thought that was quite cool. And these ones, I'll tell you where these are from because I don't know if many people will know the show. Although it's quite popular, it came out a long time ago. So we've got Locke over here with the creeper, like carpet on it. And then we've got Hurley over here, and then we've got Sawyer. So these are names of characters from a show called Lost. Some of you probably know about it. I'd imagine quite a few people know about it. I mean, it came out a while ago now, and it finished a while ago now, but I watched that a few months ago, and I loved it. So that's what I named the llamas. But anyway, I think that's everything I needed to show off in this area. And I think, with that being said, we're about ready to head off into the swamp. I'm probably going to have to run back and forth from all the places just because I doubt we have enough stuff over there already. So we're going to be riding Leonardo, but I do want to bring Buddy with us because I want to start bringing Buddy with us places. I mean, we've got him and we've got all the cats, and the cats are living happily in the barns, and Buddy's just stuck in the little cabin all by himself. So I want to start bringing Buddy along with us. I'm also going to be working on the paths and the trees and everything outside the episode. The path is going to go off this way over to the fishing hut, which you can see I started building the path here. I'm going to decorate it up and all that. Is Buddy still with us? Yes, he is. So yeah, I'm going to do this off camera just to save episode time, I guess, screen time. So yeah, I also cleared this area out just because there were a few trees there, and I'll plant some more, but I couldn't be bothered at the time I did it. Plus, I think most of the saplings despawned anyway, but that's none of your concern right now, because we are going to be working in the swamp for, I don't even know how long, a few episodes at least, and then we'll be going to the end for a few episodes, and then I have enough Wither Skulls to defeat the Wither as well, so we might be doing that at some point as well. So it's all going to be very, very interesting. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this, and then I'm going to use this lead and put Leonardo there just for now, and then I can put that there. And what did I put away in the chest? Probably should have paid more attention to what I put in the chest. I think it might have been, was it those? I don't remember. Anyway, my bed's here. It's starting to get to night time, so it's better that I sleep. And I realised I haven't even told you guys what we're going to be working on in this episode. We are going to be building an Orcish blacksmith. Now, I don't know if orcs would really use a blacksmith. It's not going to be like an... Well, it's still a blacksmith, but I'd imagine that even if orcs did use blacksmiths, they probably wouldn't use like a traditional one that a human would use, I guess. I feel like they'd still use anvils and things like that, but everything probably has to be a bit more upscaled, considering that orcs are pretty big. So, I came up with a design. I think it looks cool. So, I'm going to get started on this. And, yeah, so, let's see. What has Leonardo got on him? I don't think we need any of this yet, but we probably will at some point. Right, so we don't need this right now. Actually, we probably do need that. What don't we need? We don't need this, or we don't need these, or this, or any of this dark oak. We need the spruce. That is one thing we do need. We also need the diorite, of course. And I believe the stone cutter is on Leonardo. Yes, it is. I know there's one there. Don't worry, I do know that. But we need this for the build. We also need some of this. And we can take those. We need these. So we'll put some of this stuff away on Leonardo. There we go. We need this. We need this. And we need this. And I think... Actually, we need this too. Okay. The dried kelp took a while to get, okay, because I don't have much kelp, so I've been farming it, had to cook it all up. When I came up with this design on a creative world, I thought, oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. It's like a dark greeny, blacky colour that it'd kind of go well in the swamp and with the orcs that I'm thinking of. And I didn't realise how long it would take me to get it, and I mean, it took a little while, but luckily I had quite a bit of kelp ready to go. So, we're going to get started on building this blacksmith. I'm going to do the base, and then the rest of it I'll do off camera, and then I'll come back and we can do, you know what, we'll do the interior on camera. I keep saying I don't like doing interiors on camera because they're tedious, but this one I already have planned out and built out on a creative world, and I've got it down on a bit of paper for the blueprints. So we'll do the actual build off camera, and then we'll do the interior on camera. How about that? How does that sound? So, like I said, we'll get the base done. I don't want this to be too close to this, because this is meant to be like the chieftains like area. So I think we're going to have this here. The diorite's meant to be bones, by the way. I know they don't quite look like it, but I think they serve the purpose, and I think that they should work. There's also a dog barking in the background. It's not mine. Don't own a dog. There's a dog that lives in a house down the road from where I live that's barking right now, so if you can hear that, that's what it is. So, it's quite loud. So, if you hear that, that's what that is. So, we also need to do these. I'm tempted to switch these out to slabs just to save us some materials, but the ones on the outside are going to have to be full blocks, but the ones on the inside won't. But then again, the problem is, knowing that they're not full blocks will bother me, so I probably won't. Let's see. I don't know exactly where I want this to be, because Look how close to the edge it is. I think we might just make this like a sheer cliff face, maybe. We could do that. Okay, so let's see. We need 1, 2, 3. There we go. That wasn't delayed. I was just delayed by saying it, but anyway. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 again. The style for this area is actually quite simple. I'm working with rounded shapes, like circles and cylinders and ovals and things like that, because in most of the pictures I looked at, most of the builds were rounded, I guess, and they had like sort of like the mushroom topped roofs, or they had pointed roofs. So that's what we're working with in this area. And other than that, we're going with the diorite for the bones, and then a lot of spruce wood, oak wood, and spruce trap doors for the flooring, because that's going to look like it's sort of run down and just sort of been thrown together. That's the idea we're going for anyway. So, and then the main building is just stone, cold stone, and andesite, and we're using iron bars instead of windows. So that's the style, and that's literally it. That's all there is to it. I'm going to build this up with diorite for now. It's not going to stay like that because I've got to do some terraforming, as you can tell, because it goes into the taiga over here, and this is going to be mostly in the swamp, so this is going to be not their territory. So, now where are we at? We've built the 3 here. There's a squid dying over there. Feels bad. Okay. Now we need to go out like this. 1, 2, and 3. Break this one, because that was just a placeholder. And then, if we jump over here, let's see, where are we at in the build? Let's see, let's get the right angle of where I've got the drawing. Okay, so then this will come up with diorite, like so, followed by 3 more, just like this. And we're just going to do it like that, because I don't want to build all the way down. Now, we need some more wood. And this is all going to be spruce. 1, 2, 3. This is going to be pretty big, actually. The house itself isn't... I don't know why my voice, like, I extended the house, and it was really, like, guttural. I don't know why. But anyway, the house isn't actually going to be that big. The sleeping area is actually quite small, all things considered. But this is mostly going to be, like, outside. Because I figured they'd probably not have like big ol' furnaces and things like that to cook like material or metal, I guess, and cook the metal, melt the metal down to then make it into things. I will dig this out as well. I would do it now, but my inventory's slightly full. So for now, we'll just leave it there. We can build around it anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, so I figured they probably wouldn't. I'd imagine that, I suppose I'm thinking, when I'm thinking of orcs, I'm thinking that they're not exactly the most intelligent, I guess. I'm not saying they're dumb, because I don't think they would be, but I think they wouldn't use, like, technology. I don't even want to say technology, because that's not true. I just imagine them to be more... I don't know what to say for that. Imagine them to be wild, I guess, to sort of work with the land more rather than, you know, use furnaces and ovens and things like that, I guess. I don't know. That probably doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to me. So this is the size it's going to be. It's it looks pretty big, I know, but all in all, it's actually not going to be massive. And this entire swamp is hopefully going to be built up with this entire area at some point. Even the water. We're going to build some over the water, I think. So I think that should look pretty cool. This sheep pen is also going to stay here. We're just going to change it up and fix it up and make it suit the area a little bit more. So, now that I've done this main base, I'm going to work on it a little bit more. And I will be right back once I've got that done. So, I will see you all then. Welcome back. So, it's been about 20 minutes since I last recorded. The last part, anyway. So, since then, I have gone and textured up this platform. As you can see, there's a lot of oak trapdoors and spruce going all the way around. So, that looks pretty good. And then, I got started on the main building structure for this build, anyway. So, as you can see, the dried kelp is the flooring. I got the base of the house or the building done. It's a bit of both, really, like a blacksmith house and smithery. I don't know. something like that anyway. So, yeah, I did get started. Do need to dig this out, but like I said, we could do that at some point later on. I'll probably do it once I finish recording this part anyway. So, yeah, this is really all it is. I did a progress report. I'm going to finish up this house, and then, once I'm done with that, and I've dug that out, I'll come back, and we can go and do the interior. I also figured it's worth mentioning, yes, I am wearing a mask. Raising awareness, I guess, for COVID-19, but also just because it looks pretty cool anyway. It was my brother's idea, so we both got them on, so if you had that question in your head, there's your answer. So, I will be right back once the actual house is complete. Welcome back, once again. So, it's been another 20 minutes, nearly 30 minutes, since that last part, and as you can see, the main structure is done. So, now it is time to do the bit that I normally do off camera. I did terraform this as well. Well, I didn't terraform it, I just dug it out. But, I don't normally do this on camera, but in this episode today, it's going to be a very first, we are going to be doing an interior. I completely forgot what word to say right then, so yes. Anyway, this is going to be, I know I said that they're not really going to have like a fireplace or anything like that, but that's not necessarily true. I feel like off camera I was still trying to figure out what I was trying to say earlier. Still can't figure it out. I just know that, you know, I don't know. They live off the land, I suppose. They hunt and they do whatever. I don't know. But this is the idea anyway, so this is going to go up here. I know you haven't seen the inside quite yet, but this is what it's going to look like. We're going to have some lanterns hanging down as well, because I figured they probably, maybe they'd have those. Maybe they wouldn't, I don't know. Either way, they're going to be hanging from iron bars, but when the chains are introduced into the game, I'll use chains instead. But for this over here, there's going to be a smoker right here, like that, because I figured these two blocks go kind of well together because of this, even though this is slightly off from that, but this bit is the same as that. I don't know, but anyway. So, yeah, so this is going to be like the big smelter where they melt all the metals and things like that to make their axes, or, you know, whatever else they need. And then there's going to be this. This is going to be in here. We're going to need this for when the new Nether update comes out. So, how far from the door does it go? Oh, my game paused. Okay, so it goes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, don't know what happened there. Random. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think it goes here. I think. Let me double check. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this goes here. Then we're going to take this brown carpet, and this is going to look, it's meant to look kind of like a bear rug, I guess, or like maybe a leather carpet, I'm not too sure. But either way, some kind of animal pelt is what I'm going for there, because I'd imagine that they're like hunters and things like that, so they would use the pelts of animals and things like that. So you'll see what I mean. When this area starts coming together, I think you'll understand what I'm talking about, basically. So, then, this is where the bed's going to be. I changed the design of the beds from, if you remember, over there in that house. I made it so that they were, like, double green beds with snow or wool at the top. I think it was wool. With wool at the top. And I didn't like it. The way that the beds are so much smaller than the full block of wool, I just didn't like it. So, off camera, in my creative world, I went ahead and I came up with this design using carpets and a random block underneath, and I think this looks better. I know it's not exactly an actual bed we can sleep in, but I think this looks better. Just in general, I think it looks better. So, now that we've done that, we then need to come here with a barrel, like this, so that we don't see the handle on this side, right there, like that. Then we're going to place this here, and this like that, once again, so that they're facing each other. We've got 2 sea pickles here, which are going to go right here, like that, just in front of the window, just to add a little bit of life in here, because I also figured they wouldn't exactly be the type of people to, or well, these orcs anyway. I'm sure there's loads of different types of orcs, but the orcs I've got in my mind for this they're not really overly worried about decorations, I guess. Like, yeah, they decorate, but they don't want it to look all, like, pretty and that kind of thing. They want it to look nice, but they don't want it to look pretty. They want to show that they're strong, I guess, is what I'm going for. I don't know. It's probably not making sense to any of you, but it makes sense to me, okay? And just keep watching, and I think you'll start to understand what I'm kind of talking about. We're going to need some of these. Probably going to have to make some more dark oak, which is good because we've got some here. Not a problem. Let's turn 12 of those into dark oak planks. We're going to need some more of these trapdoors, like so. Okay, hopefully that should be enough. Then we're also going to need a few jungle trapdoors. We're definitely going for a green sort of colour in this area due to the swamp and everything, as you can tell with the green roofs. I'm still working on the colours of that. I kind of like the colour they're at right now, but it does still seem kind of bright. I don't know. I do like it though, so I'm not sure. I'll see if I can figure something else out, but if not, it'll be staying like that. Now, let's see. So, this is where the trapdoors come in, because this is the bedroom, and obviously you don't want the bedroom in the middle of the blacksmith. You want privacy, right? And even if they don't care about privacy, you still want a little place separate from the place you work. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to come around with these, like so, and then we're going to go to here, and then these are going to be trapdoors as well, like this. And these are also going to be trapdoors. Got to make sure I place them the right way, like so. And then we need to add in a door there and a door there. And then we're going to add in another. Oh, if I could actually get up there, that would be pretty great. Okay, nice. Like this and like this. And then we can open these trapdoors. And this should be a nice little partitioning wall. There we go. So, oh, I should probably close these ones too. There we go. So now the bed is separate from the rest of the room just by adding up that little partition wall made of trapdoors. It adds in, I don't know, it just gives a sense of privacy, and although it's not very big, there's still enough room to sleep right here, and that's all you really need it for. That's the main point of it, and then you have the rest of this space to do whatever you need to do. So how long is the desk? I think it's 5 blocks. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. Just a little table. I don't know, maybe he'll come over here, the orc, or she maybe, and then bang the tools on this table after they take out the smelter. We're going to sleep again because we don't want any creepers, skeletons, zombies, slimes. I don't mind them spawning, so we'll see. But anyway, back to doing what we were doing in here. Now, let's see. I feel like I'm missing something in here, but also I don't think I am. I mean, I still need to hang some lanterns, so I need to make some of those. We also need to make another trapdoor. It's typical that I need one more trapdoor, and I've got one on me, and you can only make them in 2s, but that's fine. Okay, got another trapdoor. Anything else in here? Ah, yes. Leonardo. Oh no, I already have it. Okay, so we need to make some anvils, and it's going to be quite expensive, but I'm not too worried. We have a little bit of iron. We don't have an iron farm. My brother actually asked me, he goes, "What, you had 40, however many iron blocks?" I think it was 48. You have 48 iron blocks? How do you have that? Do you have an iron farm? No, I just mine. I just mine quite a bit. We will have an iron farm at some point, but no, I'm not too worried about that right now. And that we need as well. What else? Ah, grindstone. That's something we need as well, which means that we need to go here, and we can turn this into half slabs right there, and then we need this, and we have planks on us, so we should be able to make a grindstone. There it is. Thank you. A little bit small for an orc, I'd imagine, but it does its job. We can't exactly make a bigger one unless I make a custom one, which I don't really want to do. I'm lazy. Don't question me. Okay, so I think that's everything. Actually, we should make some lanterns is the word I was looking for. Okay, So I think we need about 4 of these. So we're going to have to turn this into iron ingots again and let's just turn them all into nuggets, why not? Might as well. Okay, so let's see. We need to make one more. You know what? We'll just make as many lanterns as we can because we're always going to be in need of more lanterns in this world because I tend to use them quite a bit. So let's make as many as we can. We can make 10 more, so we've got 13. Not bad. We'll put the nuggets away. Okay, so back to the area. Actually, I keep getting distracted. Where are the iron bars? Did I put them back in here? Yes, I did. I need those. Right, okay. So I know I keep stopping and starting again, but just stick with me. I need this to put on the table in here. Right there. Okay. And now I have to try and remember where I had the hanging lanterns. I know I had one there. I think I had one. I'm sure I had 3 of them. But I'm not sure where exactly. I think... I don't know. For now, we'll hang one here, and then I'll figure out where the rest of them go outside of the episode, and I'll do that. But anyway, now, put this one away. Now we need to make the desk, and also take the grindstone and this, and we don't need that right now. Okay, so the anvil is going to go right outside the window right there. It's very loud, I know. So I've done this design quite a few times, mostly in Crafting Dead and things like that, where I've got a blacksmith. And what I've done here, and the idea for this, the reason I put a cauldron at the end is because with blacksmiths and people that make weapons and things like that, they tend to have, like, the bucket they put the tool in to cool it down, right? When they take it out, maybe they put it in the forge just to bend the metal a little bit, or to form the metal. I'm not too sure the technicalities of it all, but then they'd maybe bang it on here and then put it in the bucket of water just like that. We'll put water in there, actually. Ew, manky green water, but like I said, they're orcs, probably not too worried about that. I'd imagine they have iron stomachs, so they'd probably drink this green water, no problem. But yeah, put the tool in there so it can cool down and solidify, I believe. Could be wrong on that, don't quote me, okay? So now, the next thing I need to do, let's look at this the way that I've got the drawing. So, the cauldron is here, meaning that this would be right here on that trapdoor, okay? And now, the table. So, the turns have tabled, okay? Yes, I meant to say the turns have tabled. I didn't mean to say the tables have turned. I was making a joke. Okay, cool. Now, oh, I didn't mean to place that one. Let's get that axe back. Meant to open that one and then do this, and then I'm going to break this, because although no one's going to really notice that it opens like this, I'll know it. And if you've been watching for a while, you know that those kind of things bother me. So this table is going to be 4 long like this, and then a trapdoor there. And ideally, I suppose they would have a little cover going over here to stay out of the rain if it does rain, because I suppose they don't want to be working in the rain. But I couldn't work out a good design to do it, so it's staying open for now, which doesn't really matter because they've got the inside area to work with as well. And I did plan to put an iron axe there because it kind of looked like a hammer, but I suppose it also doubles as an axe, but I'm not sure I have leather for an item frame. I don't. And there's no cows in this area, so I'll have to do that off camera. But, all in all, I believe that that is done. I will double check that there's nothing left to do. I also added a chimney. You might have noticed that. I forgot to point it out, I guess. I believe that's everything. I think we are done. So, with that being said, that's going to be the end of this episode here. I suppose we'll take one quick look around. We'll press F1 and make it look all nice. Maybe we'll put the cinematic camera on. I always want to say cinematographic camera, and that's not even a word, but it's cinematic, okay? I got it. I caught it, but then I told you guys anyway. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so this is the outside smithing area. And then, if we walk past this nice little house, I know they're not the nicest looking builds in the world. They're not exactly ugly, they're quite simple, but the idea was that it's sort of thrown together, I guess, rather than you know, really thought out because, once again, I suppose orcs aren't exactly going to be architecturally skilled, I guess. So they just sort of make do with what they can. But I suppose there's probably some orcs. These orcs, okay, the ones that live here in this world that technically don't exist, but the rhetorical, no, I don't know, theoretical, that's what I was looking for. Theoretical. Or, yeah, theoretical, because it's theory. Yep, don't worry. Okay, these ones just do whatever they can, okay? So they've got a little area over here where they can, I don't know, cut metal, I don't know, and whatever this is more for a look than an actual use. They've got a little table here where they can use some stuff. They've got a smithing table here. They've got their furnace here, or their forge, I guess. It's a forge, not a furnace. They've got some storage here, but it's also just a table, I guess, with some sea pickles on, just for a little bit of life. And then they've got the nice little, I say little, nice big bed here, which isn't very bouncy. I mean, it's got barrels underneath it, so it's actually quite hard, but these orcs like it that way, okay? They like their beds hard instead of soft, okay? They don't like the nice comfy mattresses. They like the hard surface of the wood. So, anyway, that's going to be the end of this episode here. All in all, I've been recording for an hour and 20 minutes to get this done, but this episode won't be that long. I'll be cutting quite a bit of it out, so it'll probably be about 20-30 minutes long, as usual. So, if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you stick around for the next one, which will be out very, very soon. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!